I am because we are. Introducing the first ever Ubuntu Special Needs and Inclusive Education Conference. This one-of-a-kind conference will be held on the 16th to 18th November 2022 at Flamingo Pride Inn Resort, Mombasa. The theme of the conference is Reimaging Inclusive Education.
Yes, Jesus love me.
The Ubuntu Special Education and Inclusive Education Conference. It's a very unique conference that deals with inclusive education. Why? Because we've asked ourselves, a couple of scholars, researchers, teachers, why are we still struggling with inclusive education? And we realized it's probably the philosophy behind it. We have not been able to identify what is really working for us in an African context. Therefore, we have investigated different models and realized that we have been lacking in a philosophy that will guide us towards inclusive education. So this very unique conference will be held then, where we've invited very many different people to come and share their experiences and to talk to us about their research in the area of Ubuntu and inclusive education. Ubuntu means I am because we are, and we want to leverage on that philosophy to enhance inclusive education within the African context.
The conference aims at achieving the following objectives: to develop an inclusive education model that leverages on the Ubuntu philosophy of I am because we are. To appreciate the major role played by private schools in access to quality and inclusive education in Kenya. Bridging an inclusion gap through acceptance and equal access to education from an African perspective. To enhance the role of the community in the support and realization of special needs and inclusive education. To develop the community awareness, empower parents, caregivers and other leaders to have the skills to support their learners and trainees with special needs in education. To promote inclusive education throughout school systems in Kenya and other countries in the region.
Hello, my name is Naimutie. Malaika is my baby sister, and Malaika is a very spectacular human being who everyone needs to know. She's very good at swimming, interacting with other people. She's a people's person. She owns the stage wherever she is, you know. So she's very beautiful to be around with because she reminds you that there are special people in this world. Malaika has really benefited when it comes to inclusive education because through inclusive education, she's really learned how to interact with people, interact with herself, be an independent person, understand who she is, and just go through life the way everyone should with a smile on their faces. So she's very good at swimming too. She loves swimming, and water and play and actually so much drama. She's a superstar everyone needs in their galaxy. Malaika really loves singing and gymnastics. She has a spectacular voice and she gets the key on point when she's singing. I'm sure you guys are gonna hear her sing one of these days. She'll be on your TV screens. And gymnastics, she's very flexible. She does stuff with our bodies no one knew could happen. So Malaika is the bomb.
You are wanted to be. I give you the sorry. You are wanted to.
The 3-day conference, which will be attended physically and virtually, will run concurrently with an expo showcasing partners involved in this journey.
I'm therefore inviting every person with a disability who is out there. Why? Because this is your conference. We need to hear your voice. You need to guide us. I'm also inviting parents. Parents, why parents? Because parents have walked the journey and they also have a say in how they want this conference to be and what else to follow. I'm inviting the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, and other stakeholders to come over and listen to the voices of all of us and be able to formulate and create proper policies that would include our children in all aspects of life. I'm inviting all learning institutions from ECD, basic education, high school, secondary, TVET, and university. Why? Because there is more space. There is space for our children with special needs, but they are not yet in your institutions. We need to create and ensure that they have appropriate and effective education right through their lifespan. We are inviting the other organizations, our fellow stakeholders in the field of disability. You come in and let us share experiences. Let us work together to create that Ubuntu philosophy, because at the end of the day, Ubuntu means community, and we have to work together as a community. That's why we're also inviting all the religious leaders. Come and join us. Are your churches and religious places inclusive? Let us discuss how we can involve and include persons with disabilities in your religious places. We're also inviting the Council of Governors. You are the ones in the grassroots, so you will make a big difference as you come and we share ways that we can enhance inclusion for persons with disabilities within the community, because that is what Ubuntu is. We are also inviting the civil society because we are all doing the same thing when it comes to disabilities. So come and let us engage. Come and let us find ways where you also are at the grassroots. A lot of you are at the grassroots. You can be able to come and let us work together. Let us ensure that we follow our Ubuntu African philosophy to enable every child to be socially included and also included within the school.
The conference will be held on the 16th to 18th November 2022 at Flamingo Pride Inn Resort, Mombasa, Kenya.
Remember the Ubuntu slogan, I am because we are.